to observe fear. What is the root of fear, not the various aspects of fear. Right? Are we doing? Can we go on with this? That is, suppose I'm afraid. Suppose I'm not. Suppose I'm afraid. So, we are asking if it is at all possible to be free of fear. Absolutely. Psychologically, inwardly, what is the root of fear? What does fear mean? Fear of something that has given you pain. Fear of what might happen. That is the past, or what might happen in the future. Right? Not what might happen now, because now there is no fear. But you can see for yourself, fear is a time process, right? Fear of something that has happened last week, an incident which has brought psychological pain or physical pain, and the fear that it might happen again tomorrow, losing a job, not achieving something you want, not achieving illumination, all that stuff. So, fear is a movement in time, right? A movement from the past through the present, modifying itself to the future. So thought, the origin of thought is, origin of fear is thought, right? And thought is time. Because thought is the accumulation of knowledge through experience, memory, responsive memory, thought, action. So, thought, time are one. And thought, time is the root of fear. Right? That's fairly obvious. So, it is so. Now, it is not a question of stopping thought or time. Of course, that would be impossible to stop it. Because who is the entity that says, I must stop thought? Which would be absurd, because that entity is part of thought. Following all this? So, this idea of stopping thought is impossible. That implies a controller who is trying to control thought. The controller is created by thought. So, please just listen to this. Just observe. The observation is an action in itself, not that one must do something about fear. You get, I wonder if you understand this. Look, suppose I'm afraid about something or other. Darkness, my wife running away, or I am lonely, or this or that. I'm frightened, deeply. You come along and tell me, you explain to me the whole movement of fear, the origin of fear, which is time. I have some, I had pain, or I went through some accident, incident that has caused fear, recorded it in the mind, brain, And that memory of that past incident might happen again, and therefore there is fear. So you have explained this to me, and I listen very carefully to your explanation. I see the logic of it, the sanity of it. I don't reject it. I listen. And that means listening becomes an art. I don't reject what you're saying, nor accept, but observe. So I observe that what you tell me about time, thought, is actual. I don't say I must stop time and thought, but you have explained to me, don't do that, but just observe how fear arises. It is a movement of thought, time. Just observe this movement. And don't move away from it. Don't escape from it. Live with it. Look at it. Put your energy in your looking. And then you will see that fear begins to dissolve. Because you have done nothing about it. You have just observed. You have given your attention to it. That very attention is like bringing light on fear.